Silver, even gold, is our money, folks. I'm going to explain. Also got an interesting story from the coin shop. We'll tell you about that as well. So if you like this type of videos, don't be afraid to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Share the information out, folks. That's the only way we can wake more and more people up. Thank you for your support on the channel. Let's just get into it. Silver, gold, even throw gold in there. It's our money. Now, we have been lied to that the dollar is worth anything. You know, just go back to the 40s, go back to the 50s, where we were actually, not me, maybe not you, maybe some of you, were actually using silver in everyday trades. Where you go and buy your groceries, maybe you're paying your rent, maybe you're getting your vehicle repaired. This stuff, 90% silver, we were using in trade. We just got away from it. It stopped in 1964. It's not because silver's gone up. It's not because gold's gone up. It's your dollar is getting eaten away every single day. I guess there's some new information on the debt clock, which I've not seen yet. Someone put it in the comment section. They were saying they put a new thing, how much the dollar has got eaten away at. Take a look at it, folks. I've not seen it yet. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You guys know I don't lie on this channel at all. You know, we've seen a lot of people coming in the shop, first timers. And they got a lot of questions. This is why we're doing our Sundays, you know, trying to help people out as best as we can. Not every coin shop is going to be able to do this. Yeah, we're tired. I'm not going to sugarcoat that at all. But we're trying to help as many people as possible to get educated. And there's a lot of people that need a lot of education. Maybe you're not the one that needs a lot of information because you've been stacking for 15, 20 plus years. Maybe collecting. With that being said, all right, with that going forward, you know, we're doing our part at the shop that I work at. Pinbacks, channel sponsors, doing their part. They're answering your questions as well. Check them out, folks. They're going to be honest with you. Not too many online bowling dealers you're going to be able to talk to the owners themselves. Give a shout out to Michael and Brian. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. You know, ask them questions. Don't mean you're going to buy that day. Ask them some questions if you don't know. If you don't know something, ask. My email's in the description of every single video, folks. If you got a rare coin, I can probably help you with it. Send me a good picture of it. Again, pictures don't always say 1,000 words when it comes to coins. They just don't. You know, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to judge a coin what the value really is. And I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest with you right up front. You know, yeah, take my opinion. Take it to your local coin shop. See what they say. Put me on the spot. I'm happy to help anybody out there. So what we are trying to do is trying to educate the people that come in or email us. Even people who have been stacking for 6, 7 years. Still asking questions. That's what we need to do. We need to get our friends, our family educated about silver and gold. Yes. Some of you are going to say it's impossible. I've tried. Try a different way. We're not trying to convince anybody to stack. I just want to ask you this, though. What is going to happen when the dollar does crash and they come knocking on your door? They've been warned, folks. You know, yeah, it might be family. Yeah, we're going to try to help everybody out there with our family. I think most of us would anyways. But, you know, when they get a warning saying, you know, look, stack as you can, don't overdo it. It really, you know, and they just want to ignore, they want to go into these meme coins, Bitcoin, stocks, blah, 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 blah. That's really not done anything since the beginning of the year. Silver and gold has outperformed the S&P over the last 5 years. Gold, really, not so much silver, gold. Some people can't afford gold. I can't afford gold. My object is, when the ratio drops, then maybe. Not 100% guaranteed yet I'm going to do this. Then maybe I'll convert some silver into gold. But I'm not trading my 90% silver in. Silver bars, yeah, I might consider it. Silver rounds, yeah, I might consider it. My specialty coins that I like, that I paid a little bit up for, yeah. No, I'm not going to trade that in. But I would trade that if I need it to survive. I'll put it that way. You know, some people come into this market and want all these rare, high-end collectible stuff. And this will lead into my next story. Had a gentleman came in this morning. He had over 300 graded coins. And I'm not knocking graded coins. I own graded coins too. He wanted to sell them. He's getting up there in age. He's about 83 years old, he said. Almost 83. And he just wanted to start selling them off a little bit at a time. So we asked him what his price range was. And of course, he wanted way too much for the coins. Right? They were MS-69s, MS-70s, but he wanted like $58 plus. And I said, and I told him, I said, there's no way we can pay that. There's no way we're going to be able to pay it at all. I said, it's just not there right now. So the owner is overhearing the conversation. And he says, look, I'm going to strike you a deal. He says, we got a case over here that is a spitting case, but it needs $75 worth of parts. He said, if you want to get the parts for it, I'll fix it myself, he says. No charge. I'll let you rent the case out. He says, I'll give you 2 months worth of free rent. He says, after that, it's $75 a month. Or, fix it. I'll give you the first, give you $149 worth of no commission. However you want to do it. He says, we can do it commission base. We can do it per month base. He says, my recommendation right now, this is coming from the owner himself. He says, my recommendation is doing it by commission base right now. He says, I don't think you're going to sell a lot. He says, I'll get the power onto it if you want to pay for the piece. If you don't want to have it spinning, we can start it now. It's your choice. So he says, I'll charge you a flat fee, whatever you want to sell it for, 10%. Guy thought about it. He says, yeah, I'll get let me know what I need for the parts. I'll go get them, and I'll let you put it in. He says, when can you have this up working by? He says, you bring me the parts today, I'll do it today for you. I'll give you the parts list that what you need. He says, I just need a couple things from Home Depot. And he says, just me month to month if you want to do it. If you want to do it 3 months in a row, whatever, it's on your call. He says, but I'm not going to do a week-to-week thing. Month to month, he says. Guy said, okay, fine. So he says, I'm going to get the first 2 free months free. He said, I'll give you the first 3 months free. You get the parts today, I'll get into these, I'll give you the first 3 months free. How can you not go run? $75 risk. And he's going to get 3 months of, he can come in anytime he wants to, switch coins out, display out. I mean, this thing probably can hold about 125 graded coins. And it just spins slowly. And we'll see how it goes, folks. He can put the price what he wants on it, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we're not going to take any money for the first 3 months from him. He's going to he's going to go get the parts now, and our owner will get the thing up and running by this afternoon, and we'll see how it goes, and maybe help the guy out. He says, I really want to get rid of some of these graded coins for 90% silver and silver eagles and some maples. And that's what he wants to do with the sale of the graded coins. So we're going to try it. All right, that's the bottom line. There's a little story for you that we're trying to help anybody out there. And sometimes it's not easy to educate. Like the Goldbacks. Somebody said in the comment section, you're never going to educate the people about the Goldbacks. About what the premiums are on the Goldbacks. Look, it's fractional, folks. We pay premiums on, higher premiums on fractional 999 silver. We pay fractional on 3/9 fine gold. There's a premium on it. But you're not guaranteed with this gold or silver you're going to get those premiums back. With the Goldbacks, once again, with the Goldbacks, you are guaranteed to get your premiums back. You're just hold bound what the gold price is. That's it. And another comment was, there's no guarantee that someone will accept them. True statement. That is a true statement. Not everybody's going to accept them. But once it gets started and get out there, I think down the road, as more and more states come on board, people will start accepting them. That's just my opinion. That's my belief. Have I had an opportunity to use them yet? I'm going to be honest with you. No. All right? That's just the facts that I'm seeing. If you folks have any questions for me, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to help anybody out there. I get emails constantly. I don't mind. There are some days I spend half an hour answering emails back. There's some days I don't spend hardly any time. I will get back to you. Just be patient. I just ask for 24 to 48 hours for me to get back to you. If after 48 hours, if I don't reply back to you, give me another email saying second attempt. That will catch my attention quicker. And if I miss your email, I do apologize. I am human. I'm trying to get the right information out to you folks. You know, on graded coins, Andy Sheckman said it great last night once again. And I've said this before on my channel as well. If you're somebody who's new to stacking, stay away for a while. Learn what silver is for. Learn what gold is for. Before you start dabbling into numismatics, these high-end premium coins that don't even look like a coin. It could be shaped like an eagle or a playing card or whatever. There's some kookaburras out there that shaped into a bird that really don't look like a coin that we know that what looks like a coin. It's round. There's a lot of different types of silver out there with jewels in them and stuff like that. Folks, if you're new, stay away for right now. That's my opinion, not financial advice. It's okay to collect stuff too. If something is you want, is something you like, I wouldn't go, me personally, I don't go hog wild on that stuff. I don't go hog wild on stuff like this. On a higher premium. Yeah, I went a little bit hog wild on graded coins, let's say. But on the graded coins that I did get, I didn't pay that much over the cost of regular ungraded coins. I don't pay for the case. All right? I pay for what the coin is less than it books for. On these, I paid about $45 a coin, maybe $50 a coin. There are people on eBay trying to sell these coins similar for 125 bucks. Every once in a while, one sells, folks. I wouldn't pay 125 bucks for it. When silver does go to $50, $75, $100, that coin's still going to be worth $100, even though it's not in the case. Will the premiums carry out? Will that little extra carry on? You know what? At that point, I don't care. We get a thing outside the box. Now, I've used this before in my other videos when I talk about graded coins. Let's say you have a washing machine, dishwasher, refrigerator breaks down. You don't know how to fix it. You get a repairman. We're in the worst of times. All right? And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. Not. But if you have a couple graded coins sitting around, you could put, say, all right, how much is the bill? Let's say silver's $100 an ounce. Let's say the job's $300. Okay? You're not going to give up a 5-ounce silver bar. Okay? Let's say you say, okay, I got 2 of these. I can give you. Check eBay. They're going for $150. The contractor say, okay, I might just take those 2 coins. Or you have to give up 3 ounces of silver if silver's $100 an ounce. That would save you an ounce of silver right there. If you paid $45 for these, that's $90 total. You saved yourself some cash on the backside. You did all right still. But again, it's not for me personally. I do not recommend, like Andy Scheckman would say, stay away for a while until you learn the true value of silver and gold. That's all I got, folks. I hope that helps people out there, educate people a little bit more. Thank you for watching. See you this afternoon. Coin Shop Chris is now out.